I'll put you out of your misery.
Say wham.
I was watching Cooksey, and he seems to think that Deegan's going to go 450s for Supercross next year. Don't do it, Deegan. The last time somebody did your exact playbook was Carmichael, because Carmichael ran his first race in 96. His first full season was 97. He lost the Supercross championship in 97. He won the Supercross championship in 98. He won both outdoor titles his first year and his second year. And then his third year he went 250 Supercross, and we all know how that turned out. Crashed his brains out, kept crashing left and right. Now, at the time, he was going against, obviously, the king of Supercross, who was at the tail end of his career. Deegan's going to be going against Jet, who's at the very beginning of his career. So if I was Danger Boy, I probably wouldn't do it. And we know Deegan hasn't dominated Supercross yet. His first try at a championship last year, he won some races, but he didn't dominate, and he didn't end up winning the championship. His first Supercross championship this year, he still didn't dominate. He did end up winning the championship. I think it's asking a lot to move up to 450 Supercross at this point. Might as well just hang out, ride 250s for one more year, dominate the championship, go 450s on the outdoors next year, and then 450 Supercross the following year. I think would be the play, but what do I know? So if Danger Boy does go 450 Supercross next year like Cooksey's speculating, it either turns out really good or it turns out really bad. I would have to go with history's probably gonna repeat itself, since history does repeat itself. For example, we had the Gulf of Tonkin, which got us into the Vietnam War, and then we had 9/11, which got us into the War on Terror. So if you look back through history, there's plenty of examples of history repeating itself. And if Deegan goes 450 Supercross next year, I feel like history is going to repeat itself, and he's going to end up riding like Carmichael rode his first year in 99 and just crash his brains out all over the place and probably scare him a little bit, because I want to say it was 99 Carmichael crashed his brains out. McGrath won the championship. 2000 Carmichael, I know he ended up winning the 2000 Daytona Supercross, which was his first Supercross win. So he got his first win, but he didn't end up securing the championship till 2001. At that point, McGrath was a 7-time champion. He was, at some point, time was going to catch up with him, and Carmichael was going to beat him, and it took him basically 2 full years to end up beating him. Except McGrath was at the end of his career, where Jet's just at the very beginning of his career. I think it's a tall order to ask. I think one more year of 250 Supercross experience would be invaluable versus trying to make the jump too early and ending up on your head, something crazy like that happening. And then Cooksey was talking about how Deegan likes a challenge, like he didn't have a challenge this year or something. I'm pretty sure at Anaheim he got like 5th or something like that, so he was coming out of the hole from the beginning of the year. It wasn't like he totally dominated the whole series and there wasn't a challenge for him. There's plenty of a challenge. And with Cole Davies coming up too, Cole Davies was looking strong. You know that next year he's just going to be stronger. If I was Deegan, I'd probably be trying to avoid him like it was the plague, because I think if anybody that's coming up is going to do it, it'll be him. I don't think necessarily it'll be Juju. I think Ryder's going to be strong though too. I think he's going to turn some heads this year for sure. He's probably more naturally gifted when it comes to Supercross versus the outdoors, and this will be like his second, third year on the gas, so they should have that bike dialed in. He should have himself figured out better and be hauling, definitely ripping for sure. Yeah, Danger Boy should just slow down a little bit, take your time, enjoy it, don't get into a hurry. I feel like that's the problem nowadays, is everybody wants everything now, instead of just slowing down, enjoying it a little bit, taking your time, learning. Obviously he can ride a motorcycle, there's no doubt about that. Time always wins. The more time you put in, the better prepared you are, the better you're gonna do. So let's not get ahead of ourselves and think that he's gonna go out and whip up on Jet next year. Not gonna happen. Jet's just gonna keep getting better. Jet's good, he's just gonna keep getting better. And Danger Boy's gonna be up against him when he moves to 450s, and it's gonna be a whole new realm.
You can't handle the truth!